What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel, guys. Got another cool one for you today. I hope everyone had a chance to check out my 747, my last video. More cool anomalies strewn around. Just some crazy stuff there. I mean, you could tell this stuff is just not simply rocks, guys. I mean, you'd all have to agree on that. Even if you don't agree what this stuff is, come on. When you see these cables laying on the ground and everything else. But this picture here will blow that away. I was also looking at the 748 as well, and there's several pictures that I looked at and I saved. But there's also a gentleman called William Martino, and I don't think he has a YouTube page, but he does have a Google Plus. Now he actually took one of the pictures I was looking at, and he enhanced it himself. He says, you know, I can do a lot better job, but I don't know, man. He's been sending me things privately as well as publicly, and I see some crazy stuff that this guy does. I mean, he'll do this, what we pretty much do here, or any of these other Msss Anomalies team. What they'll do is, he'll do the hey guys, what do you think? So, excuse me, basically he'll enhance it and say, what do you think? Or, he'll enhance it and say, look what I found. So, check his page out, because you'll like the page. I'm going to get to that in a minute. And also, I'll leave a link in the bottom for his page, so you can just click right on it and go right to his page. But you know, follow him. You know, like some of his stuff, comment on there. I mean, the guy does some good stuff here. And to anybody who's willing to take the time to do these pictures, I give him props, point blank. And I give him props for doing this picture because, believe it or not, I looked at the same picture. He shortened my work in half after I seen this. This is just crazy. So check this out. So let's jump off of that. This is the picture you'll get. And I don't know if anybody's ever done this one yet because it's brand new. In fact, they should be coming out with 49 today, should be. We'll see what happens. Usually it comes out, like, it's Tuesday right now, 8:42. We'll see what happens. By the end of the day, they usually have a 7:49 if they don't already have it. Last time I checked, they didn't. But anyway, this is the picture you'll get. Now, this is William's page here. You know, he just basically started out by doing this stuff. But you can see he's already enhanced some of the stuff that I did yesterday, which is awesome. I don't care if anybody enhances mine. I don't care if anybody does the same picture I just did and they see things a little differently. By all means, do it. I never had a problem with that. Everybody should do it. Get the truth out. That's what it's all about to me. But anyway, he's got quite a bit of stuff that he'll enhance. Now, here's the page he did. And you can see the different enhancements here. Right here, there's the main picture, and then you've got the enhancements. He's actually got 6 of those. But you can see, as I scroll down, he's done his own. And he's got different pictures, and he circled some things, and it's just wild, guys. I mean, you just got to really check this stuff out. So, anyway, this was actually pretty cool, because this is the 6 that he had up there. And, of course, you can see the page. This is just the page you'll get. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you what he's got, like he black and whited it. And that's what you want to do. You want to get rid of all the color. Check out the certain things that are in the picture. Throw yourself a different filter. And now I usually put like a bluish greenish. Well, it's more of a bluish. And you've got the I'm going to call it a pinkish red, if you will. But you put different filters in and you'll see some crazy things in here. Okay. Now this is the part that, you know, he was trying to show. Looks like openings. Check this one out. How does that not look like a square opening right there? And it is an opening. If you were to take this picture and enhance this, you see what looks like little wires or little squiggly lines inside this hole. It looks like it's square, but it's actually round inside. Excuse me. But it is there. That hole is there. And you'll see like some things over the distance. This kind of reminded me like a car sitting in the rubble. And you'll see that in a second. I don't really enhance it, but I'm going to show you what he did. But there's something back here. It looks like this weird structure. Let me just go back a couple pictures. Right here. See, this looks like this weird structure way in the background, and it has like a rectangular opening, and there's something coming right out of it. And then you look right here. It just looks like a shape of a car, like type thing in the rubble. I'm not saying that's what it is. People will hold me that, oh my God, he said he found a car in it. I said it looks like one. They don't follow directions or don't listen very well. But if you look at it, if you were to just picture one, it's like the back window, side windows. It looks like just buried in the rubble. Didn't say that's what it was. Like this right here. Look on the very, very left-hand side here. There's like 1, 2 circles and something sitting right there. And there's 1, 2, 3, whatever these are, sitting there as well. There's 1, 2. This, to me, looks like some kind of weird craft or vehicle of some sort. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody can jump into there with their... I haven't done it for this video, but maybe they can jump into with their magnifier feature. Or some people actually use just a regular magnifying glass. Hey, whatever works, check this thing out. Tell me what you guys think, and tell me what you... Because if that is... I mean, I was kidding around about this. If that was some kind of weird vehicle, structure, or something, and that is some kind of weird vehicle, well, I mean, it's not far-fetched to believe that, right? Okay. So, again, you've got that, this square thing here. Okay. So, he circled these here, but this is what struck me odd, guys. Check that out. What the hell is that on this rock? Now, I think he was trying to convey, like I said, there's openings, there's different, just weird things, because he agrees there's tons of stuff in this picture, guys. I don't even get into it. It would just take too much time. But there's tons of stuff in this photo alone. But this is what caught my eye right off the bat. A lot of times we see intelligently made objects on here. This couldn't be more intelligently made if you wanted it to be. This thing is some kind of weird oval egg type shape thing. And it has like this weird opening where it looks like 2 eyes, almost like a robot head. And it has something like a little joint coming off into this wannabe rock. And there's another one coming off this. Now, it doesn't look very noticeable here, but watch this. Now, this is his pictures now. I don't take any credit for these. These are his pictures. Now, again, he was trying to convey up here, because this has been manipulated. I mean, look at this. Look at this crap right here. Look at this. You can literally see this running down, and look at the blur in here, man. This is insane. But this is what caught my eye right off the bat. Something goes like this. It's like a circle. Goes straight across another circle, and it hides behind whatever this is here. But check this. It looks like this weird egg. Oval egg. What looks like 2 eyes and a black opening. Little, like I said, it almost looks like a like a ball joint kind of setup. Like it can move, and it goes into this piece here. I don't know if this whole section is behind this wannabe rock or what. But and that's that one, and I think he does the black and white. Check this thing out. Are you kidding me? I mean, you know, props to him for this, because, like I said, I don't know if he actually noticed that, but I noticed he had a lot of other things in here and cool things that he did see. So, props to him for this. I go a little step further, because I really wanted to see what this stuff was myself. So, what I did was I get into this myself, and I did, like I said, I do actually do this small area here on the right. This whole rock, to me, and you know, like the old saying, when is a rock not a rock? Well, when it's intelligently made, here and here I concentrate mostly on this whole picture. Now, let's jump into that. This is what, I'm going to show you this right now, because this, when you zoom into it, doesn't look like much of anything. Now, this is at 300%. You can go more if you want to, and I'm going to do that right here, but it has colors to it. See that there? It's like this weird shaped egg. It's shiny here, like this, like the sun's coming from the back direction onto it. Now watch this. Let's clear it up. This thing couldn't be more technology if you wanted it to be. This thing is insane. Now, check that out. That is just too perfect. 1, 2. Has this weird ball type thing going into this. There's another one coming off the backside. Look at the way this thing runs. Let me just back up just a hair. Look at this. Round circle, something right there. It goes across, another round circle gets hidden behind the back of this wannabe rock. But there's something right here, comes down. And check this out. It does that, but then it goes like this and to the back. Another one right here, goes to the corner, goes to the back. Whatever this thing is, I don't know if it's attached to this wannabe rock or if it's simply behind it. I have no idea. Let's move on. Alright, so now I just totally took the color out. But here's the crazy thing too, guys. Look at this. What does that in nature? Check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like. And I could be wrong, but it's somewhere around 8-ish. Excuse me. But check that out, guys. What does this? And I'm going to show you. I really squeezed this picture. I like to use the term squeeze the picture. Because what I'm trying to convey is it actually has a 3D to it. There's actually stuff sticking out of this rock. It's not just a flat rock as they portray it to be. It's not. So now, jump to this one, do a little sharpening. Even if you look down here, look at this. It has this weird, almost like little box, and looks like there's wires running into it. See that? But what they do is they really went to town on this picture, and you can see it right here. Right there. They really fudged this thing out. Get a little drink or something here. And if you see that, that's just cool. All right. Also, let me go down here. Yeah, let's do this one too. Right about here. Now look that over. Tell me what you see. Give me a second here. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. It's the first time I had to do that. I got this tickle in my throat, and I can't get rid of it. I had to just go grab a quick bottle of water. So, but anyway, look at this picture here. Check this out. What does this in nature? Look at the way these, I'm going to assume they're trying to make them look like rocks. Check that out. Now, this one's weird. It's been masked. It almost looks like this weird face on a rock, kind of like a Mayan culture would do, or it kind of looks like that, like if this would be the mouth and eye, kind of this weird head carved into stone. And it kind of looks like that when you really take a, look. Thing's going to kill me. But closer examination, you can see whatever this is, actually it's right here. There's a corner to this, and it runs right behind it. You can literally see the line, very faint, but it's behind this. So this might have been masked to make it look like something it's totally not. Also, look at this in the background here. What does this? See that? All right, let's get the color out of it. Now check that out. Look at all of these designs, whatever this is in this wannabe rock, right here. And there's things coming up off of this. Look at this. It looks like it hooks around, comes over to here. God knows what this stuff is, but it's all over this, and it's been masked. Like, they really tried to cover this up. Now, lighten it up a little bit. Now, guys, check this out. Now, again, it's all, speculation, of course. But when I look at these here, look at the shape of this right here. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see something like this? An automobile. Now, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm looking at the shape, and I'm just relating to what I see here on Earth. But it looks like another one laying on its side over here. Another one here. And you can see something that looks like it's round. See that? Right underneath this one. Now, I don't know what this is, of course, and again, it's pure speculation. But when I see these things laying together, I can't help but to go, what is that? So, yeah. So let's jump back. Let me see if I can go back to this here. Okay, lighten that up a little bit. Just look at the stuff in the rocks here on the right, in the lower right. Check that out. I mean, they really did a good job of trying to hide this. Now, here's that square. Of course, I brighten this up so much that it literally is, see how you can see it a little bit better now. See that? All right. Okay, so what I did now is I tried to squeeze the picture here a little bit so we can try to find any more 3D stuff. Now, if you look now, you can see something here, something joining over to here, and you can get a better idea. Look at this, something coming off of this, going into this piece here. Now, watch when we lighten this. You see it's still right there, but you want to put, sometimes you want to really squeeze these pictures. There's another thing laying right here. See that? It just has things that are standing up, and they look like little, I'm just going to say pipes for lack of, because I don't know what this stuff is. But you can see, like, it's flat, and it's off the ground. Looks like there's a shadow underneath it, but there's something, it's like built up. And it doesn't look like a jagged rock, for crying out loud. It looks like something else. Now, let's do this here, just for the heck of it. Well, let's do it this way. Let's just rotate this thing just a little bit, and see what we get. Now, check this out. Now that I got it on a flatter plane type thing, you can see these things pretty clearly. Just like this here. Look at this, where it's got this weird shape inside here. I mean, when I see a shape like that, I can't help to think, like I'd see here on Earth, it looks like I said an automobile or something laying on its side right here, and then this here. And right here. All right. Cold might be the death of me yet. Only had it for a couple days. I think I'm losing it now, but still got that itch, and of course it's going to start acting up the second I start doing this video. Okay. So here's this rock. I'm going to flip it back. Okay, let's put it back where it was, which is right about here, right there. Okay. All right, so let's do this. All right, so again, we're back at this here. Now I'm going to really darken this up. Check how this stuff actually starts to pop out of this rock. Again, we have nothing but fudging here. And you can see that pretty darn clearly, or blurry, if you will. Look at the way this thing actually has more, something on the side here. See that right there? It's got these 1, 2 dark areas. Okay, but it also joins to this area. And that was all of these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the way it runs up, okay? You got the little black dots in the middle of this. So these are joining, and you can see how it's been fudged out right here, but watch this. Okay. See that there? You can see it's still fudged, but look at the way this thing joins, and it has this, it almost looks like a bracket type thing. And it has this piece here, and another one on the other side. And this thing goes into this. This looks like some kind of weird ring, not completed ring type thing. See how it looks like it goes into this? I'm going to call it fudge because it's not a rock. Goes into this. You can clearly see there's some actual 3D to it now. There's some depth to it. Even though it's not crystal clear, it doesn't matter. Now, I try to clear it up just a hair bit or sharpen it. And just check that out. You look at this picture, and you can see where they really went to town on this thing now. Now, that little round thing is still there. The difference is there's a bracket. This is the shiny side of it. That's why you're seeing that white right there. But this right here, you can see there's 2 black dots, and then you get this other bracketing and whatever else. So that little thing is still there. You can see the white right there. Well, that's what, keep an eye on that area right there. That's what you're still seeing. So that little thing is still there. And then you've got these other. These are mechanical pots, and oh my God, this thing couldn't be more in your face than I've ever seen before. This thing is it's just unbelievable. I'm going to zoom in for the people who are on tablets or phones, and I want you to really take a good look at this thing because I'm going to go back to the colored version where it's got a little bit more color. This is the one you normally get. Of course, that looks like garbage, but check that out. It literally has like a little ball joint type thing right here coming out, and then there's another on the back side of that side. But check out the shape of this. 1, 2, and then you've got this other one down here. So let's back out again because I'm at 500%. Let's go to 300. Okay. Again, I try to enhance this thing a little bit to bring out the dark areas and see if we can bring out more of this wannabe rock. And this thing is just insane. You know, the more you look at this thing, did you see this 3D version type thing going on? And it's just, yeah. It's not just a simple rock. Now check that out. I really brightened the heck out of this for a reason. I'm going to drop down here. Check this stuff out. Again, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this a little bit so you don't have to sit there and break off your own neck. Okay. Now, check that out. See the way these things are? I got it real dark here for a reason and blurry because I was trying to bring out that other pot there up on that other rock. But I brighten this way up. Now, look at the way this thing is. I mean, this is insane. Look at the way they really try to take this stuff out. See that? But just the way that it just has markings on it, like a hieroglyphic. And then when I darken it a little bit, we can see it a little bit better. Just the markings. But this is, to me, this is just more masking. That's all this stuff is. And see, like this is right here. There's something round right here on this. On the bottom of this rock. Again, this looks like something's been... Look at this way. It's got a shape of this. See, it's got like the separation. And there's another one here. And there's a separation right in the middle. What does that in nature? These remind me of some kind of weird vehicle. It could be a hovercraft. Could be anything. I don't mean like... You know, like people say, oh, you know, he found a car. No, I'm saying a vehicle. It could be anything. Anything that carries an occupant or two. So... Anyway, I'm just looking at this thing's on its side. This one, it just has this uncanny shape like a vehicle or like a car we'd see here on Earth. And then you got this thing here, and like I said, it just has this weird, looks like a wheel type thing underneath it. Now, Again, I don't know what this stuff is. I can only just make speculations. Look at this. Oh, no, there was not too much blurring in this picture. Nah, no obscuring or anything like that. Now, here's that little square. See the way this has... I don't know if these are peeking out and somehow it's got distorted because, of course, I'm enhancing this. But you can see it's round in there, but it has a square opening on the outside. So, yeah, really wild stuff here, guys. And by doing this, you can see a lot of this manipulation. I mean, oh my God. It is just crazy. But, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, check that out. This is the regular picture, and this has only been highlighted this way. And, of course, I'm going to put these up on Google Plus so you guys can share these, do whatever you want. Again, now you can see this a little bit better. See how this looks like it's been masked? Because there's something right here. It's slanted right in the back, and it goes behind this white masking area. It's almost like they don't mind you. It's almost like NASA, JPL, whoever's got their hands in these pictures. It's almost like they don't mind that you think there might have been ancient civilization there. You know, perhaps, you know, like the Mayans were here. They don't mind if you maybe get a, you know, well, it might be that kind of civilization, like people with stone, you know, tools and, you know, these copper-made chisels. They don't mind you thinking that, but high technology? Oh, no, we're not going to have that. Now, let's go up to, back up to here. Okay, this should be zeroed out. Now, let's go up to here, because I've done the same thing to this little spot. Check that out. If that doesn't scream high technology, there's nothing here that's going to convince anybody. That's all there is to it. There you go. And I'll keep these pictures up there, guys. You guys can check these things out for yourselves. And, of course, always comment because I want to hear what you got to say. But when you see stuff like this, I really don't know. I mean, I just don't know what to tell people. They just go, oh, I'm still seeing a rock. That is not a rock. By any stretch of the means, that is not a rock. And, of course, I try to expose what's around it. And, of course, that's a little too far in because we're at 400%. And see how it's like, look at the difference between this one here. It looks like just a flat rock. And you can see that thing pretty well. And, again, I'll jump into this. Right there. That is high technology at its finest. You can literally see shininess, like it's a gray or shiny silver metal surface, so to speak. Look at even in the background here. Look at this. The way that thing's shaped. And this stuff is all over the place, guys. My God. This is all over this picture. You guys can make 3 or 4 videos out of this easily. There's just so much junk in here. See this right here? I said it looks like that weird cob buried. Got this right here coming out. It's this square rectangular opening coming out. Okay. There's something here that's in plain sight, and you can't zoom into this because you'll see what it looks like. The more you go into it, the more it pixelates, so you can't see any detail. And of course, you know, that's the idea of it. Now this is at 600%. You see what happens to the picture, right? Okay, back it out. There's something there. If somebody wants to take a... In fact, I might do this myself, but give you guys a little challenge. Take a look at that and tell me what you think. Right there, take a magnifier to it, and put your if you can just put it at about 100% if you're using, you know, Photoshop, anything like that, or just get the regular picture, look it over. But I'm going to have a lot of these up there, so you guys can analyze these yourself. Just notice this. What is this right here? There's something right here. Oh, that's another thing I want to show you on this. Again, you don't notice this, and I didn't notice this. This kind of threw me for a loop. I'm looking at this piece here, this one here. Checking all of the 3D stuff. What I didn't notice was this, like, almost like a plank, like a piece of wood just sitting right here. Check this out. Look at that. I didn't even notice that until I started looking at this picture, and I'm going, whoa! And that just reminded me when I saw this other piece. Check that out. I'm like, okay, what does that in nature? See that? And there's a bunch of stuff in here. I don't know if they just try to cover this. And the other weird thing is, too, is this. Why does this look blended into this rock? So it makes you wonder, you know, if this thing's... It appears to be standing up. I mean, you can see that. It appears to be standing up. Or is it kind of laying down? Because why is this blending this into this rock? I think it's because they did so much manipulation in here. They just kind of ran it into the rock and weren't thinking. But, yeah. See, there's something else back here that's got this little round dot, kind of rounded right here. Let me see if we can enhance that a little bit more. See that? There's something right in the middle of that. But you can see the way this actually has more of a 3D kind of thing going on now, as opposed to just a flat wannabe rock. Okay, see that? This thing's been so doctored up, it's pitiful. So to try to bring anything out is a miracle. And there you go, all of that stuff right on the side of it. God only knows what that is. And there you go. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to make this super long. I don't want to do that because I just wanted to show you. But to me, that is one, it's got to be the most, I've done other pictures or photos and videos in the past where, I mean, you can just see this stuff. It just pops right out at you. And, as far as technology, like my last one I just did, it looked like there's power cables, it looked like a kind of electric motor to me, which shows technology. Again, it's almost like NASA, JPL, anybody else who's got their hands in it. They don't mind that you think maybe there's like old, civilization, ancient civilizations, like I said, like we have here. Egyptians, Mayans, Aztecs, anything like that. They're okay with you. Maybe believe in that. But no. Hide all the high technology. Now, there may be, and I said this in the past, there might be some employees here that are just throwing us a bone every now and then. Because this thing here, oh my God, that thing's just right out in your face. If you look for it, you'll see it. I mean, you've seen it in the regular pictures. It's clearly there. So, anyway, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to put some of these pictures up after the video's been on there. I might do it this evening, just so everybody gets a look at this first, and then I'll throw these up there so you guys can analyze them a little further. Share the photo. This is probably one of the most important ones. So, again, thanks to William Martino on this. Because, like I said, I would have found it anyway, but he made my work a whole lot easier. I seen them circled areas, and that thing just jumped right out, and, I mean, literally jumped out of the screen. I was like, whoa, what is that? So, kind of cut my time in half. But he's also doing some good investigations of his own, and that's what I like. Like I said, anybody who does this, by all means, they get props from me. I know a lot of people feel the same way. If you're willing to take the time out to do these, because I'll tell you what, guys, I don't know how many pictures I've looked at, and I said, oh my God, there's something in the background. I can see the detail. Problem is this. Not everybody has a computer that has high definition output. Not everybody has a high definition video screen. So they may not see it. So if it's kind of vague to me, I'm not going to do the video. And I can't tell you how many countless ones I threw out and just pushed aside because of it. But, because I wanted to be more clear if I can, to try to bring you guys, actually so you can see the stuff. Anyway, let me let you go. You guys have a good day. Like I said, just look for the links in the bottom of the description area. You're going to find William's link there. And of course, the link for this, the 748 photo. And later on, I'm going to go ahead and throw these up on Google Plus for you guys to do some further investigations and eyeballing of your own. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Always a pleasure to do it. And I'll see you next pick.